Hey there, this is Holly from Panther. In this video, I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to configure an S3 bucket in Panther that is leveraging AWS GuardDuty. Users who haven't yet enabled GuardDuty logging will need to do so in AWS. The configuration process involves two steps. First, we will configure GuardDuty logs to send to an S3 bucket. And then we'll onboard that S3 bucket into Panther by providing Panther the required permissions to receive event notifications and start pulling logs. I have my own AWS account pulled up so that you can follow along. Let's get started. In your AWS account, you can navigate to the Services section in GuardDuty. Once you open GuardDuty, if you haven't enabled it yet, you'll see a Getting Started. You'll have to click on Getting Started and enable GuardDuty. Once you enable GuardDuty, you should see a screen similar to mine. Over on the left-hand navigation panel, you're going to browse to Settings. Under Settings, we're going to go down to the Findings Export options. As you can see here, I already have a bucket set up called CloudTrail-Holly-Dev. One thing to note, when you are configuring a new bucket, you'll have a Configure Now button here. As you go to configure the button, it's going to tell you that you need a KMS key. This KMS key must be in the same AWS region as the bucket that we're onboarding. You will also need a policy that allows GuardDuty to use that key for encryption, and you'll also need to go to the S3 bucket policy and enable all of the GuardDuty policies. Once you have that done, it will let you attach this bucket. The next part of this step, you navigate to the Panther UI. Under the Panther UI, you will go to Configure and Log Sources. Create New. We are going to leverage the AWS built-in support because when we do this, it will attach all of AWS's schemas for us. Once you click on this, we will then choose AWS S3 bucket. We will give it a name. Navigate over to your AWS console and snag your account number. You can paste it in here. You do the same thing for the bucket name. You can get the bucket name right from your GuardDuty screen once you have it set up, or you could navigate to your S3 bucket and snag it from there. We'll paste that in there. We then need that KMS key that we set up. Again, this is region specific, so each region that you want GuardDuty to set up in, you'll have to enable it in all regions if that's something that you wish. My bucket was set up in US West 2, so I just want to make sure that that's the region I'm in. I will then go to Custom Managed Keys. I can see that my GuardDuty key is there. Once I open that key, I can copy this ARN, paste it in here. The log stream type you can leave at lines as the events are line delimited. Below you'll see that we've already pre-attached the schemas needed. Click Continue Setup. There are three options that you can use. You can use a wizard that will automatically launch the AWS console. You could download the Terraform or CloudFormation templates and review those templates and set it up that way, or you can set everything up on your own and do it manually in AWS. I click Using the AWS console UI. Once I'm in here, I can click Launch UI. It will then open my AWS instance to create a stack. I can verify that all the information looks good. I acknowledge that, create the stack. This process can take a couple of minutes. What I like to do is just let it set for a few seconds and refresh. Once it's done, you'll see Create Complete. Now that we have Create Complete, we can visit the Outputs tab. We will then copy the role ARN. We'll paste that in the role ARN in the Panther UI. Hit Continue Setup. If there are no configuration issues, you will get a message here stating that you're good to go. Awesome. Everything looks good. If I wanted to leave this health check on, I can do that, and then I can view log source. You have now successfully onboarded an S3 bucket with GuardDuty logs.